Valve ID fucking card. Look at this shit.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
Hell yeah! How did you make those?
I didn't make that. I'm in JCP's. JCP made that. Like the actual YouTuber made that shit.
Oh hell yeah!
That's hot fire, bro.
So your boy's on the fucking Evolve, baby. And you know Julia? She's also on there.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you got 2 TWF reps in a fucking subscribers thing with 38,000 followers.
But first.
And it just mind you, it is very hard to get in. It took literally me and Malik 2 weeks to get in that bitch. Like we dead us waited 2 weeks just for us to get the green light. It took us pretty much damn near took us a month to debut.
It'd be like that sometimes. Harrison, we're wishing you a speedy recovery, brother. I hope that you're okay. I don't want to hear that my viewers are in the hospital. That makes me feel sad and upset, and man, I just want to, but you know, we do wish that we're... I took out the rear end of my bike and spun me and flipped me over my head. Oh my god, Harrison.
Damn.
Oh my god, Harrison, I'm so sorry to hear that. Buddy, I hope you're doing better. We wish you a speedy recovery here on TWF, buddy. Here with everybody here in the Tagged Up Tyler community as well.
We wish you a speedy recovery.
You heard it here from Matthew James.
Yeah.
TWF is getting ready to start, brother. I hope that you have some energy to watch along and enjoy the show. But let's get ready. I'm gonna mute the call. I'll be back. TWF is getting ready to get started here with a very, very special house show here tonight. We have 11 matches on the card here tonight. Garrett Rogers called out Malik Winters after his tour of Japan. We have Brandon Galaxy versus El Fuego Loco. We'll see an 8-woman battle royal. I got you, Harrison. Let's get the opening of the show going, though, as we have lots of high stakes action here on tonight's house show in your house. We're gonna run this ad break and we'll be right back with it. With the action there, ladies and gentlemen.
This ain't sports entertainment. It's war and boots. Drop man! Snap the lights to the rage. Throw the
TWF breaks out the cage. Cheers fly like justice served. You want a shot? You better earn. Born for chaos, bred for speed. Turbos where the monsters feed. Skill in hands, hate in eyes. Ain't no heroes left alive. No handshake, no respect. Just broken bones and one comes next. No mercy Thursday. Roots burn red. Fists like blades. No mercy Thursday. You're in the pit, this ain't no game. Right from that like a war drum sound. We run this ring pound for pound. No.
Thanks, Harrison. I didn't realize that I unmuted. We're back here with TWF in your house show. We have our first matchup. Alpha Academy taking on the Golden City Revolutions of Nathan Hammerstone and DeJounte. I almost said Williams again. Winters. Jabroni status messing up the last names. Who's destined to win here? As we saw Alpha Academy. It's 1 a.m. for me, and I saw that you got the funniest dudes next to me. We have SmackDown on. It starts in 10 minutes. Jeez Louise. I still don't have a way to watch SmackDown, but we've been doing more, more of the What's Good, Be Strong. I haven't seen you in forever. The King of the Galaxy, Brandon Galaxy's booked tonight. As we get into our first contest here, our prediction is live. Who's going to win? Will it be Alpha Academy or will it be the Golden City Visionaries? Here as we come live from the Hammerstein Ballroom. TWF getting ready to get hyped and ready for this beautiful match here tonight. Otis makes his way to the ring. Alpha Academy trying to get the win back that they lost last night on Turbo. Damn, you just moved across state? Jeez Louise, brother. We've missed you on the TWF, brother. We've missed, just like we've been missing Harrison. But we've been standing strong. We've been being strong, just like we've been led to believe by the King of the Galaxy. I already ran an ad. Did we do a snooze ad? Alrighty, Harrison. Wishing the best of luck to you as we get it down to our first matchup here. I thought I already ran an ad break. I didn't realize that somebody snoozed it. Because I did not snooze. I might have accidentally hit snooze ad instead of run ad. Oh, I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. Alright, we're just going to snooze this until we finish this matchup here. DeJounte Winters making his way to the ring. He's gonna be teaming up with his cousin Nathan Hammerstone. Hammerstone, a former one-time champion, looking to team up with his cousin now that Donovan Steele is injured and out of the picture here. Tiffany Steele working her magic against Donovan Steele, and Nathan Hammerstone breaking clean, going to hang out with the Golden City twins and saying, hey, we have a past, let's put it behind us and write the future here in TWF, creating the Golden City Visionaries. These guys looking to create a revolution in the TWF, taking down the TWO. But they start here in the tag team division, lowly here. These guys made an impact last night on Turbo, our weekly Thursday TV show, showing why they are not to be messed with and why Nathan Hammerstone's a former one-time champion in his right here. Otis will be starting off this match here. Nathan Hammerstone will be starting off again. There's a 60-minute time limit here as the referee calls for the bell. Otis starting off quickly against Hammerstone and kick to the gut. Trying to work over the knees now.
Skill issue.
Throwing the big overhand strike by Otis. Otis gets reversed by Hammerstone. Is Akira Tozawa waiting on the outside to get tagged by his partner in Alpha Academy. We have Tyrus Fatu joining the Visionaries, the wise men, some might say, of the Golden City Visionaries. He will be in action tonight in a mixed gender tag team match. Off the ropes and takes him down with a big lariat. Hammerstone, a vicious competitor here, had an awesome match against Matthew James one-on-one. The title not on the line, but a beautiful match nonetheless, where Matthew was taken to the absolute limit and Hammerstone, not knowing what to do next, Matthew was just able, with that veteran edge here in TWF, able to get the win. But I guarantee you, if there's a second match, that Matthew James might count his days as the US champion here. Oh, Hug's throwing the biddy for the titty. What up, Hugs? I saw you in chat. I saw you say something about your wrestler earlier getting up. Oh, it's going up top for a coffee drop. A coffee drop. Another skill issue. Oh, whoa! Hugs throwing out some gifted subscriptions. That's a trooper right there, ladies and gentlemen. Helping out TWF grow every way he can. Selfless. Shout out to Hugs, one of the best viewers I've found off of NHL. That was actually a cool dude to talk to. Let's see who got gifted subs. You got B Strong, King B Strong, Puff Lord, Pro Manarchist, Clutch 2K24, and Bubba Electric. Oh, everybody glaze Hugs. Make sure to give him your B. Make sure to line up to give him some BJs. This is why he's the King Gooner, but we see why DJ is a excellent pick here for Nathan Hammerstone's tag team partner. And he's throwing more biddies. He doesn't need to do this.
Wilter flower emoji. Wilter flower emoji.
DJ with the reversal on Tozawa. Will this be enough? No, he gets out of it before the referee even gets a count for one. There's a level 2 hype train just because of Hugs. That's some big wiener energy here if I've ever seen it. Now this man Hug snipes me in the head. Man, Matthew, just get better. The cover here by Tozawa on DJ Winters. But no, Tyrus Fatu cheering them on. The Hammerstein Ballroom, no stranger to anything here of TWF, where the home crowd formed. TWF loves to come back here and put on epic shows for the TWF crowd in New York City. That beautiful kick by Tozawa. Our main event tonight, Malik Winters, brother of DJ Winters, will be in the main event trying to take on Garrett Rogers. Non-title matchup here. As we see Akira Tozawa trying to choke out one half of the Visionaries. All right, be strong. Shoots Matthew in the jam with rocket launcher. Doesn't even snipe him this time, just shoots him. Into the turnbuckle. Making a tag here. The Visionaries. A springboard. Matthew double booked James. Got himself into a conundrum. He's in a mixed tag match here with Tiffany James now. I guess they tied the knot. And they will be taking on Tyrus Fatu and Julia Winters. Oh, that crucifix powerbomb is... Oh, Senton's right on top of a Tozawa here, ladies and gentlemen. A collar and elbow tie-up as Tozawa is sent into that corner. Hammerstone just delivering a flurry of offense as he goes up top now. Oh, the Canadian skip there by Nathan Hammerstone. Beautifully executed. Otis there to break it up, and that might have pissed him off, knowing that was beautifully executed. A move that takes some time. Hammerstone sensing that Tozawa was going to roll out of the way, and he had the ability to... No, Hugs, I didn't get your character. You didn't DM me that you uploaded him. I'm sorry. Off the ropes goes Hammerstone and the elbow strike. I promise to try to download it right after stream. Otis with the shoulder tackle here. Alpha Academy not wanting to go down as easily as they went down on Turbo. They're going to put up a fight. I know you told me in chat yesterday. I'm a forgetful Freddy. Off the ropes. Pop-Tart powered bomb by Otis. Will that be enough to put away Nathan Hammerstone? Hammerstone kicking out as we see Fatu trying to get the crowd to rally behind the Golden City Visionaries.
Chicken jockey.
Otis gets reversed. Pops up. Coffin drop from the second rope from Champion's Corner as Hammerstone's firing on all cylinders here. Just a man on a mission. That loss to Matthew James has turned this man into a monster. And he delivers a super spear. A man capable of hitting 25 miles an hour for his spear. Tozawa trying to break it up. Otis had to dig deep as Tozawa wasn't coming in time to save him. Otis gets sent back into the corner now as Hammerstone walks a leisurely walk over to Otis. Tags in DJ Winters and they pull him over, and oh, the double team working over the big man. DJ pulling the stomps on Otis.
75% chance of winning. If we used to go one-on-one and then add 66 and 2/3%, I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning.
What up, Be Strong, as we see Golden City Visionaries pick up the win over the Alpha Academy here tonight. Alpha Academy putting up a stronger fight than they did on Turbo, but the Visionaries just had it dialed in here tonight. Hammerstone with that coffin drop onto Tozawa, a real game changer in the momentum of this matchup. They set the tone for what the TWF is building towards here for the house show of the season. Second one. Tyrus fought too. You know he's got to be happy leading these guys to a beautiful vision of being champions here in the TWF. Golden City working hard here, but making it look like they're hardly working at all. That spear right through the corner, right through Otis. Wasn't enough to put him away, but it was enough to really turn the tides in the Golden City Visionaries. That super kick by DJ Winters and a second one to the back of the head really just had Otis looking at stars here, knowing that he's not one of them and he's going to be counting stars. Hey, yo, Hugs. I don't know if we can say that.
Here are your winners. And
Up next, we have a lights out match. Big Red Benson versus Tyler the Cactus. Tyler the Cactus did win that lights out championship against Benson last night on Turbo, and Benson said if there's the next opportunity he gets, he wants to defend it any way he can. He wants a shot back at that lights out championship. And Cactus, being the humble man he is, he said, go ahead, you got this, as long as it's inside the Hammerstein ballroom. Big Red Benson's second match. As the TWF moves on to its second match here of the night. Can never cancel me. Big Red Benson makes his appearance in New York City at the Hammerstein Ballroom. We'll have to see how this man does it here. The Lights Out Championship is all about submissions and knockouts here. No ropes. No disqualifications, no pinfalls. Only way you can win is via knockout, via ref stoppage, or tap outs. And Big Red Benson, a jiu-jitsu specialist from Florida, he is just the kind of man that thrives in an environment like this. But the Cactus, the hard-hitting, no-nonsense son of a bitch he is, was able to take down the man he brought into TWF, Big Red Benson. Benson looking to claim his path to glory once again by defeating the Cactus here for that Lights Out Championship. The Cactus now a one-time Lights Out champion. Oh, there, you're right. There is no prediction, and I forgot to run ads. Oh, God. Making his way to the ring, the champion of the TWF, of the Lights Out division, Tyler the Cactus, the commissioner, delivering some hard justice here in this division. Tyler the Cactus, a former world's heavyweight champion here in the TWF, multiple-time world's heavyweight, and a multiple-time United States champion, the Lights Out champion, and now a one-time Lights Out champion. The commissioner steps into the ring here for a very unorthodox match. We'll have to see how he handles the affair. The Cactus standing. Beach Show, man, all the belts look good this year. They look really good this year.
Weighing in at 297 pounds.
The zesty one, Big Red Benson, ready to take it to the Cactus one-on-one here in this Lights Out Championship match. The Hammerstein Ballroom ecstatic for this matchup.
Texas, weighing in at 270 pounds. The Action Champion, Tyler the Cactus Gibson.
The world's Lights Out champion here in TWF. He looks at this title knowing that he handcrafted this title and he's helping elevate it to a new status here, defending it any opportunity that is given. The Cactus's first opponent is the former champion Big Red Benson here in the Hammerstein Ballroom. The referee raising it above her head, letting us know what time it is, and lets us know that it is indeed
Ladies and gentlemen,
time for the match.
let's get ready.
As we see Big Red Benson immediately starting off with a wheelbarrow DDT, taking down the Cactus and then following it up with a beautiful headbutt. That hard head of Benson. Stomp to the arm now as Big Red Benson immediately tries to put in the submission on the Cactus. Our ring crew out here ready to put the turnbuckles and ropes back up as soon as this match is over, but they get excited to watch the action this close. Our referee getting in the view of the camera here as the Cactus throwing some big hits. I made it through the storm of ads. I'm sorry, Hugs. The scoop up by Tyler the Cactus and slams him down. Big Red Benson trying to get the house behind him here tonight as he throws an uppercut to the Cactus, the commissioner. And oh geez Louise, the Cactus fell and hit that turnbuckle post and fell out to the ringside quickly. Referee not gonna call any disqualifications as we saw this turn the tides. Matthew didn't buy a Hugs A championship. The crowd chanting, "This is awesome" here tonight as we see Big Red Benson trying to regain that Lights Out championship. Trying to become a two-time Lights Out champion. Tyler the Cactus in his first ever Lights Out defense. As champion at least. We see a big kick. But no. A lariat doesn't take down the Big Red Benson, standing 6'7". You see the Cactus throwing around the ringside area. Knockouts can happen on the outside of the ring, but submissions will not. It's your fault, Matthew. Didn't buy me a sub. The big Pele kick beautifully executed by the Big Red Benson. This man who's training in mixed martial arts and jiu-jitsu. The Cactus getting up quickly after that assault on the outside, and he joins the Big Red Benson back in the ring. The collar and elbow tie as Big Red Benson puts him in a fireman's carry. The big forearm punch by Big Red Benson puts the Cactus up for the electric chair driver, excuse me, as he's trying to take the Cactus down, and a lariat turns the Big Red Benson inside out. And a running single leg drop kick. Oh my God. I don't know. I've never seen them try. I've never tried to do that. The kicks right to the abdomen and a forearm by the Hyler the Cactus here as he sizes up Big Red Benson. Might be looking for that Desperado lariat. No, instead he picks him up. Inverted go to sleep, but doesn't put away Big Red Benson as he's already busted open. The Cactus trying to make him tap though as he puts in that sleeper hold. Oh, using the weight of his frame on the back of Benson as he leans back. Benson doesn't tap out as the Cactus goes to the outside. Might be looking for that sledgehammer once again. That sledgehammer, the difference maker in their match on Turbo, will be the difference maker here tonight. As he's driving into the back of Benson, but Benson stops and rolls. Rip his sausages off. That's an insane. I love that. Insane. The Cactus getting the crowd here tonight hyped up behind him as he goes for a big punch, but Big Red Benson with a overstepped heel kick. Will that be enough to take down the Cactus and turn the tides of this match? That strike to the back. These Warriors, just clawing at him and using the size advantage that Benson possesses. Goes for a Boston Crab. Will this be enough to make the Cactus tap out? As Benson, that might have felt good. Doing a little emote on the Cactus now, but the Cactus gets up quickly and almost sends him out to the outside. It's a punch to the back of the head, sends him off. And a diving double foot stomp by the Cactus onto Big Red Benson and a forearm smash, taking him down quickly. The Cactus looking for something under the ring now. A Singapore cane. You can find anything under the ring here in New York City. A low blow by Benson to the Cactus. Right into his little Cactus. Oh, lordy, is Big Red Benson trying to get in control of this match. But the Cactus with another lariat turns Benson inside out. And the Cactus with that inverted go to sleep on the outside secures the win here tonight over Big Red Benson. Benson trying to use that sledgehammer that the Cactus used to win the match last night, but it didn't turn well for him. Oof. Big Red Benson unsuccessful against the Cactus here tonight, but he is going to be wanting to hunt that title down and take the Commissioner out at any possible opportunity. The diving double foot stomp here. Oops, I played the wrong one. That low blow right on by Big Red Benson onto the Cactus. Thought that was going to be the tide turner, but no. The Cactus turns him inside out with that Desperado lariat, and then that inverted go to sleep. Thought he was going to go for the burning hammer out here, but maybe couldn't get a good grip on him, and instead just brings the knee up.
Here is your winner, and still action champion, Tyler the Cactus.
Big payout to King B Strong and Tiffany Jones. Kennedy Ann's going to be taking on the one and only Amber here in a one-on-one competition. Moving on to our next matchup here as we get our prediction going live, ladies and gentlemen. Who's destined to win the 8-time women's champion Kennedy Ann, or will it be Amber? Amber, a newcomer here to TWF. Kennedy Ann versus Amber here, one-on-one for this matchup. Prediction is live as these ladies are getting ready to come out to the ring here and at the Hammerstein Ballroom. Kennedy Ann, the 8-time women's champion here in TWF, making a return, trying to get some big wins, trying to get some momentum before we head into Monarchy Madness, the 16-person King and Queen of the Ring tournaments. The Women's World Championship currently vacant after what Tiffany Steele did to, or well, not Tiffany James, did to Samantha James, her sister-in-law. Kennedy Ann, though, after her injury received from Samantha James, she is back and trying to get back in the swing of competition here after seeing the greats walking through the doors. Amber in one-on-one action here tonight, trying her best against Kennedy Ann. We'll see if she's able to get the win.
From Mount Everett, Washington,
Amber looking to climb to the top of that women's mountain here in the TWF. She has to go through the queen tonight if she wants it. Both ladies get starting off hot, but it looks like Kennedy Ann was able to get the better of the exchange there. I'm not sure what just happened there, ladies and gentlemen. As we see, Amber able to kick out at 1 count, though. Throwing some punches now is Kennedy Ann. Kennedy Ann having many rivalries here in TWF 24 with Olivia Vargas, Brianna Galaxy, and many others like Sadie Adams. She's feuded here this year with with the former women's champion Samantha James, who is still recovering in the hospital after her beatdown by the Thunder World Order. The elbow by the back of Kennedy Ann, going up top, looking for a big dive on Amber here. The diving senton from the top. Goes for the cover to put her away. First minute of the match, referee slides into position here. And a kick out by Amber, as Amber trying to hold on for desperate life here in TWF. Trying not to be put into the worst ranked seeding for that King and Queen of the Ring tournament. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We have a lot more action in store for you tonight. We have a 8-woman battle royal here to help to see who's going to be rank number 2 for the seeding, for the tournament seedings for Monarchy Madness, which is coming up soon. Amber taking a little too long as Kennedy Ann able to get back up and delivers a kick and a lariat. Oh, she's flying with the lariats now, and a single leg drop kick to Amber as Amber's down for the count. Kennedy Ann just looking like the old self of her. Off the ropes goes Amber, and a running single knee strike. The kick right to the face. Amber's trying to show that she's still in this matchup. A handspring head scissor takedown by Amber, taking down Kennedy Ann, the former women's champion. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, the Women's World Championship is currently vacated after Samantha James was injured. Amber looking to get the Amber effect power bomb. Holds up the legs of Kennedy Ann, going for the cover here, referee in position. But Kennedy Ann showing why she's a former women's champion, ladies and gentlemen, kicking out deeply there. The crowd here getting excited for the women's wrestling matches going on here. A kick right to the back. Amber's booty pop and moonsault right to Kennedy Ann's abdomen, and she's looking to take some more damage done right to her. Oh, and she's sizing her up for a second Amber effect. But Kennedy Ann kicks out once again. The crowd chanting for it one more time here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As we see Amber going up to the top rope now, looking for a big dive. A senton onto the back of Kennedy Ann. She cannot be feeling good here. A big punch thrown by Amber. It connects with the former women's champion. As the former women's champion, Kennedy Ann, is kept on the outside. There's a 20 count in effect here. TWF rules as the referee trying to bring the action back in. Kennedy Ann trying to pull herself up. You see Kennedy Ann taking control of this matchup. As Kennedy Ann trying to get some big momentum shifts here, as Amber with a reversal sends her into the referee, and she kicks the referee. Our referee for this contest is down. Will Kennedy Ann be in? Meth and ass tonight, boys. That reverse neck breaker by Kennedy Ann as she goes up top. The referee's still down. That single leg drop kick by Amber really did a number on the referee here. The driving drop kick, Kennedy Ann getting her momentum in as the referee is down. Is she looking for a figure four? Kennedy Ann trying to tap out Amber here. Not quite sure what this move is, and she might not have had it quite stitched in. Off the ropes. And she holds onto the ropes, making Kennedy Ann miss that shot there. Amber trying to get the momentum shift that she needs for this win as she delivers a shoulder breaker to Kennedy Ann. Might be looking for that Amber effect. And a big moonsault to cover. Kennedy Ann digs deep yet again for another kick out here in the Hammerstein Ballroom, an arena where she won her very first championship ever in TWF. But Amber looking to get a big win, upset win over the Queen, Kennedy Ann. A big win here for Amber over Kennedy Ann. As Amber showing why she wants to be a women's champion dearly here tonight. Kennedy Ann just took too much offense in the early goings of this, and once she really got the gears going, just couldn't mount any offense. That running knee strike here. The first booty pop and moonsault by Amber really set the tone here for this match. A kick right into the abdomen. Poop. Amber with a big win here tonight over the one and only Kennedy Ann. We'll have to see if this will affect her in the rankings for the Queen of the Ring tournament coming up. As we move on to our next matchup here, did anybody vote on that match? Kennedy Ann and Amber. We saw Amber pick up the victory. Who got the bets? Who got the prediction wins there, ladies and gentlemen? King Be Strong winning big here tonight. The TWO making their way to the ring here tonight, along with the Golden City Visionaries. We'll have to see what happens here. TWO versus Golden City here. First time meeting of these two factions. The first time meeting, at least as a tag team competition. Our prediction going live: will TWO or the Golden City win? As our predictions live, we get our entrances here. Bistro, if you're still here, buddy, question: do you have Forza Horizon installed? Because you should definitely come and be playing that with us. Also, the servers work on this game. We can actually play online.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 260.
Tyrus Fatu leading the way, and he's proving the vision for the rest of the visionaries here. Because we've been having a lot of fun playing that. If you want to see if that as we see Julia Winters following right behind the visionary Tyrus Fatu. Malik Winters joining his sister Julia. Yeah, Matthew never misses a reversal, James. Malik in a match here tonight against Garrett Rogers. He just spent some time in Japan doing a tour overseas, and he is ready, willing, and able to go after the champion Garrett Rogers. And tonight is his opportunity in a one-on-one matchup. The next team to make their way, Tiffany James leading the way for the TWO. The unrelenting Tiffany James. I said Jones. And it's because her name is Tiffany Jones on Twitch, and her name's Tiffany James here. She's leading the way as the rest of the TWO follows behind. Your world's heavyweight champion Garrett Rogers and Matthew James, the United States champion, making their way to the ring. Why is Garrett Rogers in his ring gear? He's supposed to be in his suit. Garrett Rogers, your world heavyweight champion, forming the Thunder World Order and collecting the best of the best here. He brought in the longest reigning TWF heavyweight champion, Matthew James. He brought in the man who held the world's heavyweight championship the most amount of times, Dylan Storm, with a record-setting seven times, ladies and gentlemen. And now Garrett Rogers, surrounding himself with greatness. He has been pushing the boundaries of how to increase the standings. He added in the two newcomers, Tiffany James and the one and only Jacob Morrison, who will be in action tonight defending his Pure Honor Championship. Tyrus Fatu will be starting this one off as we see Tiffany James starting off here. 60-minute time limit for this tag team match, same as any other official match. And oh lord, a super kick right in the face by Fatu. But Tiffany fighting back quickly. Springboard coffin drop The fans here excited for this intergender wrestling match. In the backstage, before the show started, we ended up seeing Garrett Rogers get speared by Nathan Hammerstone before the show, and then we saw DeJounte, Malik Winters, and Nathan all form together to triple powerbomb him through the catering table. While Matthew James and Nick James were battling along, Nick James, part of the Chaos Club, and delivering that form of chaotic justice along with Richard Mason. He is not even booked on the card here tonight because of the brutal attacks that the TWO have been giving him. Speaking of brutal attacks, we see Matthew James reverse that strike by Tyrus Fatu and try to do a brutal attack of his own in the ring here tonight. This is just a regular Friday for Penta. Matthew James goes up top and delivers his signature lone wolf elbow to Tyrus Fatu, standing straight up, taking the Visionary down, but the Visionary pushing off with both feet, showing that he may be a man that sits on the side, but showing that all great coaches definitely play. As he throws these big punches right into the face of Matthew James, and a lariat. Julia, our TWF United States Women's Champion. We see Julia Winters coming in and hyping up the crowd here as we see Tiffany James joining in. I guess Matthew and Tiffany tied the knot.
Dummy.
Yeah. I was watching a realtor talk about houses and down payments and how you can get a fat house for a 20K down payment. The boot washes here is Matthew James getting up into his turnbuckle. Tries to hit Julia, but she was just a little too lightning quick for him. TWF promoting intergender wrestling. Technically, the Jones sisters, if they really wanted to, could challenge Truth and Consequences for those tag team championships. Off the ropes and a big takedown. Oh, we see a shoulder tackle by Matthew James into a cutter onto Tyrus Fatu. Quickly executed. This is why Garrett Rogers recruited this man for the Thunder World Order. Matthew James and Garrett Rogers, bitter enemies when fighting for the World Championship, but when working together as a unit, they seem to be on the same page. And Tiffany James takes a big lariat after missing that axe handle. We see Malik studying the tapes, studying what he has to do to beat Garrett Rogers here tonight. A running knee strike as Fatu hyping up, but Matthew James distracting him as Fatu screaming out to the crowd here in the Hammerstein, getting hyped. The hallowed grounds where TWF was birthed, letting them know that he's part of the TWF here as he delivers, oh jeez Louise, I don't know the official name of that, but that brutal driver into, I don't know exactly what Tyrus Fatu calls that. Let me look through my notes here real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, that is a devastating move. Oh, the cover here after Tyrus Fatu does it. That's not even under hit. It doesn't. I don't even have that one listed. Beautifully executed. But Tiffany Steele showcasing why she wants to be the women's world champion. And after losing that match against Samantha, her sister-in-law, she snapped and TWO jumped her. Fatu powering out of that single leg Boston Crab by Tiffany. She calls herself the Thunder Queen of the Thunder World Order. I thought that was a package pile driver, but no. A rolling suplex, I guess, of some sorts, as Julia Winters saving the Visionary from utter defeat there. But we see Tiffany able to get the stat mirror on Julia. Julia's not the legal woman in this matchup. Tyrus with the reversal onto Tiffany, though. Tyrus beautifully executed, going up that turnbuckle and showcasing why he is a master of the craft and why he's a coach for the Golden City Visionaries. As this match continues onwards, Matthew James is brought back into the ring. Tiffany James is pulling herself up. Matthew now hits James, and Tiffany now hits James. The belly to back suplex by Tyrus, just driving her into that canvas. Now bringing in that Women's United States Champion. Oh, goes under. And an elbow drop onto Tiffany James. Beautifully executed here by Julia Winters. Julia Winters, a current United States Women's Champion. And she's showcasing why she's one of the top to do it here in TWF. One of the best. A tag into Tyrus Fatu. A wise man of the Visionaries. The one who sees the plan and delivers that super Samoan spike of his. Will that be enough to put away Tiffany James? Tiffany James showing she's one tough bitch after kicking out there. As, oh no, a second super Samoan, another Samoan spike. Delivered with authority. The golden spike, he calls it, and gets the 1, 2, 3. A big win for the Golden City Visionaries here tonight over the TWO. Matthew might have had been conserving some of his strength as he does have another match here tonight defending his United States Championship. Pulling, just trying her best, but Julia Winters and Tyrus Fatu, they see the vision and how to build their vision up and make Golden City what it truly is. The Golden City Visionaries get a win here tonight with Tyrus Fatu's in-ring tag team matchup with Julia Winters. Mr. and Mrs. James were not able to get a win here. The United States champion had to pin a female, not a man. Matthew James calling it out and the way he sees it. Oh my, oh my. Julia Winters and Tyrus Fatu cheering in the ring. Malik Winters watching onward, studying the whole tape here after getting back from Japan. He said he needs to see how the wrestlers really work here. And his sister happy to oblige. Up next, Rob Van Dam will be challenging Dylan Storm for that TWF Television Championship here, ladies and gentlemen. The TWF Television Championship is the title that replaced the Junior Heavyweight Championship here in 2K24. Dylan Storm with the TWO, or will Rob Van Dam win here tonight? Only time will tell as we get ready to go. R-Truth came out rapping. That's pretty sweet. The television championship on the line here, ladies and gentlemen, for the title. We love R-Truth. We do love R-Truth around these parts, partner. He should have beat John Cena, damn it. Rob Van Dam bringing out Paulie Dangerous, Paul Heyman with him tonight. Rob Van Dam asked a challenge in honor of his late great tag team partner, Sabu. Yo, whoa. I don't know. Let's just not get crazy here. Now, if it was Ron Killings as world champion, maybe. But R-Truth, no. That one was for Rob Van Dam. R-Truth for commissioner of TWF. I will let R-Truth be the special guest general manager. Matthew James coming out with the rest of the TWO. Tiffany staying back after getting beaten. She's a little defeated. But the rest of the TWO coming out to show that they are still the top dogs, though, and that why they are the best. Matthew, ready to defend his title later tonight. He's resting up, but he's going to be watching onwards. A student of the game. With a master like Garrett Rogers, who's been in the wrestling industry for 15 years. Dylan Storm, who's been in the wrestling industry for 5. Matthew James has a brilliant... He's only been in the wrestling industry for about 3 to 4 years now. But he has done so much here in the TWF. R-Truth runs. You back? Are you? Be sure, are you back between ads? The TWO has been running roughshod here. R-Truth for... I agree. Yes, agreed. As Garrett Rogers has been holding that world championship. I mean, we're not even in ad break right now. Ads aren't going to run for another 20 minutes. It's because I missed the first match. I had to snooze all the ads. Rob Van Dam, one-time tag team champions here in TWF.
And his opponent from Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing in at 228 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
Television light heavyweight.
Well, everybody hate Puff Lord for causing a minute ad to happen before this television title match happens. Bro, making my ads or my viewers go down because of that. I hate you, Troy. Bro doesn't even buy his own subs, gets gifted a sub and starts redeeming ad time. The television championship on the line as Rob Van Dam is going to face off against... I'll call you... Yeah, I'll call you out. You didn't buy your own sub. I know it. I know that Hugs gifted you the sub. Hugs your sugar daddy. He's also my sugar daddy. As we get back from the action... Ladies and gentlemen, the match just started as Dylan Storm is fighting off against Rob Van Dam. TV title on the line. In this matchup, TWF House rules here. Goes for the cover now. What are you gonna do? Please don't do reverse. I think I turned that one off because I can't do that with my driving sim in the back. I'm gonna hit my foot and fucking scream. RVD has Dylan Storm in the corner as Van Dam rolls through this and delivers a beautiful monkey flip. Dylan Storm center of the ring now. Paul Heyman watching. Hugs, where's my Xbox Live if you're my sugar daddy? Rob Van Dam arguing with Matthew James, saying that he could beat him anytime, anywhere, and that the James gang couldn't even beat him and his late great partner Sabu for the tag team titles. But Dylan Storm throwing Van Dam out of the ring here, and throws a big forearm as Dylan Storm getting back into the action and delivers a big DDT onto the apron. Van Dam, referee not even going to count for this one, just going to let these two fight it out. As Van Dam sent back into the ring, Dylan Storm looks for some plunder under the ring here and brings out what the fans here in the Hammerstein Ballroom want to see, a table. Don't go anywhere, because we do have a 2 out of 3 falls tables match coming up later tonight at the house show. A double foot stomp by Dylan Storm as we see Van Dam not looking good. The cover here.
Chicken jockey.
Man, Matthew James is a chicken jockey. Did you mean to call him a jabroni, Troy? Dylan Storm with the roll up onto Van Dam, trying to eke away with this win here. The referee not concerned about the table here, as Dylan Storm thrown into that turnbuckle. Van Dam gonna find some plunder under the ring for himself. Grabs that sledgehammer, and oh jeez, just delivering some damage to the television champion Dylan Storm. I got 678 points. Crazy. Hey, at least you're a sub now. You get 60 points every time you get a bonus now, and you get bonuses now. So increase your. You better watch all the time now. Get all of your points up. Garrett Rogers causing a distraction here for the television champion Dylan Storm, as Van Dam, the longest reigning ECW television champion, looks to try to do the same here in TWF, but Dylan Storm not going to let that happen. Dylan Storm working over the arm of Van Dam now. Table set up in the ring. Will Dylan Storm try for a superplex to take Van Dam out? A head scissor takes down Van Dam as the collar and elbow spin kick. As we see the sledgehammer getting picked back up, Dylan Storm grabbing at it and tries to swing at Van Dam now. Dylan Storm using that brutal sledgehammer to get that back, and goes for the cover now after that springboard moonsault. Paul Heyman is assuring you that that's not it, and that Van Dam is still in this fight. What up? As we see Dylan Storm, the villain Dylan Storm, arguing with Paul Heyman. We see Van Dam out here trying to get an opportunity as he does that springboard back kick on Dylan Storm. He's lining up for that rolling thunder by Van Dam here. And he goes up top. He's looking to finish it early here. Dylan Storm takes a 5-star frog splash cover here. Referee in position, ready for it. But Dylan Storm kicking out and showing why he's a 7-time world heavyweight champion. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, a sledgehammer to the dick is not good. What a super kick by Dylan Storm. And steals the win. Dylan Storm is never having babies, though. That is for sure. Rob Van Dam tried his hardest here, trying to put the TWF title on the same level as the ECW Television Championship. But no, Dylan Storm proving that he is what EWF is all about. This was a brutal affair here as Rob Van Dam and Dylan Storm went balls to the walls, but Dylan Storm able to kick out. I'm surprised Matthew James didn't come and try to break it up. As these guys knowing that this is the house that TWO built.
Here is your winner, and still World Television Light Heavyweight Champion,
Dylan Storm with another successful title defense here for the television championship. Up next, we have Blood in the Water taking on Truth and Consequences, Jack Powell and Trevion Asino. Yeah, I feel you, Bistro. He's one of my top 5s of all time. Why do you think he's here? Up next, tag team titles on the line. Blood in the Water. Will be taking on the one and only Truth and Consequences. Our prediction just started as these two are getting ready to come to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Making their way to the ring, the one and only from the depths of the sea. Trained from Daddy Shark's Academy of Wrestling, Blood in the Water, Trevion Asino, and the Megalodon Jack Powell. Jack Powell, no stranger to adversity and being tag team champions, a three-time tag team champion in his past tag team with the Street Thugs, and also the longest reigning tag team in the Street Thugs in TWF. Trevion Asino recruited him and said, "You're now the Megalodon." These two are challenging Truth and Consequences for those tag team titles here in the Hammerstein Ballroom. We'll have to see how these two do. As you see the one and only tag team champions of the world, D'Angelo Marcus with that straight face, as we see Maverick Blade hopping around his partner, knowing that he's excited to get into the ring. The excitement here and the animosity can be cut. The tension here can be cut with a knife, ladies and gentlemen, as Truth and Consequences is ready to defend their tag team championships against Blood in the Water. Blood in the Water with 3K tokens on the line. The hallowed halls of the Hammerstein Ballroom laid host to many tag team title matches here in the early days. And it is no different than here tonight as Truth and Consequences look to defend those tag team titles against the new up-and-coming tag team here, Blood in the Water.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 422 pounds, Jack.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Powell and Trevion Asino, the Megalodon. Blood in the Water, these two hungry for tag team gold. But D'Angelo Marcus and Maverick Blade, two lunatics that are ready to take on anybody for those titles.
Champions, the lunatic Maverick Blade and the Scorpion, D'Angelo Marcus.
Even his muscles have muscles. The tag team championships on the line, ladies and gentlemen, and you know what that means. Tag team titles on the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Jack Powell starting this match off. as Maverick Blade will be starting off in the red corner. D'Angelo Marcus waiting for his tag, and Trevion Asino waiting patiently. Jack Powell, a beast, a former one-time world heavyweight champion. This man is a dominant force in TWF. Picks him up and drops him down quickly. A lariat now by a D'Angelo Marcus taking down Jack Powell, the two powerhouses of these teams, really letting into each other. Maverick Blade, a slightly more technical wrestler, but has a lot of high flying abilities here. Waiting on the apron here, wearing that green, white, and black attire. As these warriors of TWF fighting tooth and nail to get wins here, trying to defend their tag team titles against Blood in the Water. Will we see Truth and Consequences get the win? Only time will tell. Here on TWF, as we see Maverick Blade trying to stomp out Jack Powell, who's got the muscles on top of muscles. Even his muscles have muscles. Maverick Blade tossed right into the ring now and clubbed over the back of the head by Jack Powell. Jack Powell, a menace, costing Garrett Rogers his World Heavyweight Championship one time, and Garrett Rogers forming TWO in response after winning the title back. Jack Powell in the center of the ring is D'Angelo Marcus and Maverick Blade looking to fly. Sore here for the fans in the Hammerstein Ballroom. D'Angelo Marcus getting the splash on Powell, but I don't think we saw Maverick Blade get all of that. As we see this tag team contest for your tag team championships, the Blood in the Water taking on Truth and Consequences, with D'Angelo Marcus to Truth and Consequences with that giant slam to Jack Powell. The Megalodon able to kick out though. He's not called the Megalodon for any reason. He's the Megalodon because he's the king. He's the biggest shark of them all. Tag here by D'Angelo Marcus to Maverick Blade. Truth and Consequences trying to dictate the pace of this tag team contest. As Maverick Blade getting a little cocky, might be a little too good for his own shoes here. Trevion Asino trying to go for the roll up, but no. Maverick Blade with the reversal, knee to the face, and goes for the lateral press. No, only a one count, as Trevion Asino hasn't had any damage done to him in the first 3 minutes of this. This has been all Jack Powell's assault here by Truth and Consequences. Trevion Asino's got to fight an uphill battle as both these guys have been keeping fresh. A wheelbarrow cutter here by D'Angelo Marcus and Maverick Blade. Going for the pinfall. Will that be enough to put Trevion Asino down for good? No, it's Jack Powell waiting calmly for his tag back in. Rolls through, but no, caught by D'Angelo Marcus. The powerhouse of Truth and Consequences here lifts up Trevion Asino. Asino taken to the corner now and dropped right across the eyes. Another tag. TWF bringing this in your house show. A big lateral lariat taking you down. We run our shows on Mondays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time every week, ladies and gentlemen, as we see the current tag team champions try to retain against Blood in the Water here tonight in the Hammerstein Ballroom. A big single leg drop kick by Maverick Blade. Jack Powell senses the danger and breaks it up before there's any concern. Collar and elbow tie up now as Maverick Blade sent into the corner, or sends Trevion Asino in the corner. Jack Powell picks him up as they rotate Asino quickly, just quickly into the center of the ring. Pulls him up to a seated position, running through and takes him down quickly. Truth and Consequences looking for a big upset win here. Putting him up on top turnbuckle here. What is he thinking here? Oh no. Looking for the Hangman's execution. That Frankensteiner from the top rope. D'Angelo Marcus is a genetic freak, baby. going for the cover here. And gets the pinfall after that on Trevion Asino here tonight. Jack Powell and Trevion Asino not able to get the win here. Truth the Consequences continuing their dominance here in the tag team title division. We'll have to see how that goes. Who will be able to dethrone Truth the Consequences as your tag team champions? And a big face slam taking Asino down. Asino taking a lot of offense here in the late half, and Maverick Blade just giving the beans to him. As we see the cover here, Jack Powell just watches after that big Hurricanrana. Casey Hero is joined and called everybody Gooners. We see Blecker saying, you know, Blecker, you're right. Nathan and DeJounte as a tag team did pin both of them in separate tag matches. Fair enough. There's a reason for them to challenge, and Truth the Consequences isn't scared of them. They said they'll take them on Monday. Bro just popped in at the perfect time. The Gooner is gonna face off for the Pure Honor Championship after beating Jacob Morrison on Turbo last night. Casey Hero. Casey Hero has a vendetta against the TWO. Our Pure Honor Championship is a best 2 out of 3 falls matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. Jacob Morrison or Casey Hero, ladies and gentlemen, those are your That's not how he looks anymore. That's just his old render. Casey Hero looking to challenge for that. He turned to the darker side after losing his Pure Honor Championship, and he vowed vengeance against the Thunder World Order, the team that took it from him. Currently, Thunder World Order holds all the titles here, holds a majority of the titles here, and a very big stake of TWF. When this is for you, the fans, who are supposed to be in control of the titles. Not Garrett Rogers, Matthew James, and Dylan Storm, those sons of bitches. And one of the people leading the fight against them is Casey Hero. Oh god, we gotta start our ad break before this match. I didn't realize how close we were. As we get back to the action, though, ladies and gentlemen, our next person to enter the ring, Jacob Morrison, the current Pure Honor champion, entering with the TWO by his side. I don't know why they're not coming out in their suits. I don't know why Morrison came out in his suit. He's the one fighting. I love when shit fucks up. Garrett Rogers back out again to cheer on the other members of the Thunder World Order, showing off that World's Heavyweight Championship. Jacob Morrison and Dylan Storm leading the pack here. Dylan Storm defending that television championship with grace and making it look easy. Jacob Morrison looks to do the same in a fucking suit. Bro's gonna goon to the ads. Crazy work. The Pure Honor Championship on the line here. Best 2 out of 3 falls. Morrison thinks he could beat him.
You're done.
Morrison thinks he could beat him in a suit here tonight. That's how confident he is. Casey Hero standing in Challenger's corner, looking to win his Pure Honor Championship back from Morrison. Morrison not taking this seriously for the fans here in the Hammerstein, not treating this like sacred grounds it is. Said he's not even going to break a sweat against Hero, and he's going to keep in this suit the whole time as he flips holding that Pure Honor Championship, ready to defend it here in this best 2 out of 3 falls contest.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't know why he's in the
know your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni!
Casey Hero ready, knowing the honor and what goes on with this championship. Best 2 out of 3 falls is the stipulation for the Pure Honor Championship. Jacob Morrison, a lucha-style wrestler, one of the best to do it in AAA, has come and brought his talents to TWF as he shows a beautiful out-of-this-world cutter. But he kicks out quickly. Going for the punch and the kick. We see the Butler playing the jabroni. Thanks for the blurt, buddy. Going over the top rope now. And the tope atomico, taking it right to Casey Hero. Can Casey Hero really overcome the man that's fighting him in a suit? He doesn't think, Morrison doesn't think that he's worth his time to get into his ring gear, and he's going to keep in his street clothes and delivers a picture-perfect moonsault while still in the suit. Almost disrespecting the fans in the Hammerstein Ballroom. Not even approaching this match with honor and dignity that the TWF is known for. Rolling to the outside. Morrison just waiting inside. He still has the sunglasses on. Call him Orange Cassidy. Throwing these flurry of offenses. The uppercut now by Morrison, keeping Casey Hero down at bay. Goes for a Hurricanrana and takes down Hero. Will this be the first fall? No, he pulls him back up, ladies and gentlemen. Casey Hero going for the go to sleep to put away Morrison. Will this be enough to get the first fall here? Morrison digging deep and kicking out where it matters most here for that. As we know, the title is on the line. Garrett Rogers relieved that he doesn't have to defend that title here tonight. Knowing that there's a big main event lined up already. He was able to weasel out of one more defense, not being a fighting champion. You see Morrison with something he calls read between the lines, and wasn't enough to get the win on Hero. But the double knee strike to the face was a brutal strike right to Hero. As they flurry of offense, the strikes and elbows turns him around with that shot. And an inverted Hurricanrana, turning Hero just looking like kick him in the balls. Diving Hurricanrana from Morrison to Hero as referee slides into position trying to get the first fall. There's no honor as his foot's under the rope, ref. Where is the honor here? Is this man paid off by the TWO? That he was under the rope. There should have been at least the first one. Picks him up quickly for that beautiful Northern Light suplex. Hero fighting up an uphill battle now, has to get 2 pinfalls to win the title here in this 2 out of 3 falls matchup. Morrison keeps up quickly. Sends him off the ropes now. Drop down. And a leapfrog. Making it look easy by doing this in a suit. Morrison not concerned. He said he didn't care. He's going to wrestle in his street clothes. Didn't even think that he needed to bother to dress up to face Hero. And another out of this world cutter. I think that might have just spelled disaster for Hero. And the 2, 3. Morrison retains. He said he didn't need to take the suit off, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't even need to take the sunglasses off. What a win Hero has to feel embarrassed here tonight. Someone give me a mic. Off the back ropes, Morrison just proved that he's truly what pure honor is about, but he showed no honor to Hero tonight, disrespecting him, fighting him, and disrespecting the crowd by not even wearing his ring gear, coming out in his, what he said is his $23,000 suit. Rigged. Bistro calling rigged is crazy. Maybe that or Forza, because King B Strong said he would come play Forza with us. But Morrison taking the win here in this matchup over Casey Hero. Casey Hero is going to be lurking. I guarantee you he's going to be lurking for the. I don't think we have time for an interview, Mr. Hero, as we move on to our next matchup, which is a United States title matchup with Matthew James, Richard Mason, and Colt Danielson. I'm down for whatever, bro. I've been having fun with Riders Republic. Forza's fun. Let's do a quick rundown of the card before we move, since we see Dallas joining in with the chat. We saw Alpha Academy, Otis, and Kira Tozawa put up a better fight up against the Golden City Visionaries of Nathan Hammerstone and DeJounte Winters, but they still got the win. Big Red Benson challenged for the Lights Out Championship against the Commissioner, Tyler the Cactus, where he defended his Lights Out Championship. Kennedy Ann versus Amber was a knockout affair where Amber picked up a big win here. Then we have Tyrus Fatu versus Julia Winters taking on Tiffany James and Matthew James. Matthew's new little boo thing, where we saw the TWO take a loss here tonight. The Golden City Visionaries looking good here tonight. 2 wins for them. Then we saw Dylan Storm successfully defend his television championship against Rob Van Dam. What a great match that was. We saw tag team championships, where we saw Jack Powell and Trevion Asino, the Blood in the Water, take on Maverick Blade and D'Angelo for the tag team championships. Casey Hero and Jacob Morrison face each other for the Pure Honor Championship as we roll into our final 4 matches, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this underway with a 3-way dance for the United States Championship, ladies and gentlemen. As we get to our next match. TWF United States title match. Richard Mason, Colt Danielson, or Matthew James, the current United States champion. Predictions live as we have our entrances happening now. Get your tokens in, ladies and gentlemen, for the match. What might be the match of the night.
The following is a true Extreme Rules match and is for the Action Championship.
3,000 tokens so far bet on Colt Danielson to beat and outlast everybody else here tonight, as Colt Danielson makes his way to the ring, a 2-time United States champion looking to be the 3-time US champion. We'll have to see what he can do here tonight. A 1-time Golden Glove winner. He's transferred over to wrestling after the Cactus offered him a big money contract to join over here, and he's been taking his talents here. He was wrestling in the Lights Out division, but caught wind in the US title scene. He's looking to get that title back here tonight, before he said he's looking to go take the title off of Tyler the Cactus for the Lights Out division. Bistro throwing up the TWF emotes. We love to see it. And some cactus emotes. I made those forever ago. I never see those in chat. Guys, I love seeing the emotes I make. If you have suggestions for emotes, let me know. I'm down to make more emotes. Richard Mason makes his way to the ring without the Chaos Club. He said he's got this one in the bag. He doesn't need them. He said he just needs to focus and take it to the extreme and do what he does best. Show why he's called the Main Street Brawler. Maybe it's because he's from Maine. But he's looking to win that United States Championship from Matthew James here tonight. And just crack a little bit of the armor of the Thunder World Order. That's my all-time favorite emote, bro. As we see our next entrant in this matchup, Richard Mason makes his way to the ring first. Fired up. The Thunder World Order all coming out here tonight. They're all in their actual ring gear. They're all what they're supposed to be wearing. Matthew James here to defend that title. They are ready and willing and able to get the win, and they've shown that they can do it. Jacob Morrison not even breaking a sweat, not even having to get out of his suit. Garrett Rogers said, you know what, I'll show up in my suit as well. Matthew James, though, said he likes to get business done in his ring gear, and he's going to keep it that way. Matthew has a big match here. Lots on the line here with only a minute to go. Richard Mason, the only one who doesn't have any channel points bet on him. He could be an upset victory here. It could be an upset win here and take away everybody's channel points. The United States Championship on the line. Matthew James said he's raising the bar of what the television championship's all about here in TWF. Three-way dance rules here. The Thunder World Order in his corner firmly. Richard Mason taking those atomic drops as Colt Danielson throwing some big haymakers right into Matthew James and a drop kick. This match has a 60-minute time limit to it as Colt Danielson immediately gets into the corner as, oh, he picks him up for a power bomb. Richard Mason of the Chaos Club trying to make short work of Danielson. Throws the belt, throws that bat. The big shots, but Mason takes a big forearm shot. The cover now by Danielson on the Richard Mason, excuse me. Rolling to the outside. Oh, is Danielson gonna really disrespect Garrett Rogers like that? Richard Mason reverses Matthew James, and he tumbles down. Mason sees a table introduced, but he drags Danielson into the ropes. But Danielson using those shots right into the abdomen of Richard Mason. Collar and elbow tie up now by Colt Danielson, sending Richard Mason into that exposed turnbuckle. Matthew James grabbing an urn, putting the prayers and the dreams of all those. Oh my God, he just throws it at Richard Mason. Oh my God. As Matthew James grabs the table now, and he sets it up. What's he have planned here? Danielson, lariat to Matthew James, tries to pick him up now. Oh my God. Matthew James lights a table on fire. Jacob Morrison getting a ladder. Colt Danielson. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting what we wanted. We always wanted here. A flaming table spot on TWF. Here for the fans at the Hammerstein Ballroom, the faithful. Matthew James puts Colt Danielson through a flaming table as Richard Mason grabs another table. Guys, I need those for the 2 out of 3 tables match. Only a 1 count. Matthew James. Oh, the burnt back of Danielson into that exposed turnbuckle. That was lit, literally. Funny joke. The Thunder World Order watching as Matthew James grabbing the urn and cracking Richard Mason over the head. Bro, he cracks him one more time. The forearms with Colt Danielson getting back into the ring. Tries to take out Richard Mason, but Matthew James goes for the roll-up on Mason. You know, yeah. Garrett Rogers getting into the ring now, trying to get associated into this matchup, but instead just exposes another turnbuckle. Guys, the ring crew's got some work to do after the match. Goes for the cover now. Richard Mason with a kick right to the gut of Colt Danielson, and oh, he looks to powerbomb him right here. Can we see Mason deliver a second powerbomb? Going for the win, or going for the elimination on Danielson. Danielson, after that flaming table spot, I don't blame him for wanting to get out of there. He's got to go get some medical attention, but a barbed wire bat. Mason not phased by it in the lightest, but a DDT takes down Richard Mason as Matthew James hunting down the prey that he said he smells the blood in the water as he tries to deliver the lone wolf elbow to Richard Mason right on the chest. Richard Mason not looking good. Matthew James going for the cover after that big elbow drop from the top turnbuckle. Will that be enough to put away Richard Mason? Mason kicking out deeply at that 2 count. Matthew James now going to the corner as the TWO cheering him on. A spear, center of the ring. Matthew James about to just cut down the main street brawler like a lumberjack cuts down a tree with that spear. Ugh. And Matthew James proves why he makes light work here. The TWO proving that they are truly champions among champions. Matthew may have lost that tag team match with Tiffany, but the support of his newfound wife. Matty ice in his veins. Hey. Matty be like, I got ice in my veins. The flaming table spot, beautifully executed. Matthew James just controlled this match, but Richard Mason put up a good fight, showing why Chaos Club is one of the toughest SOBs. Rolling him up. Will we get the cover here? Looking to get the elimination on Mason, but Garrett Rogers coming in for the distraction on the referee. I don't even know what that was all about. Jamie just needs to get some more spotlight in, I guess. And here's where we see Colt Danielson after that flaming table spot. His back had to be burning. He just needed to get out of there. That power bomb right onto his back knocked the wind right out of him, and he's like, I'm done. I'm getting out of here. And Matthew sensed it. He said, it's time to take this home, brother. That elbow, the tide turner in this brutal 3-way dance for the United States Championship. Why did these men put themselves through such vigorous torture? But it's all because they want a chance to be the best here in the TWF.
Here is your winner, and still Action Champion, Matthew James.
Matthew James with a big win. Defending his title here tonight. Beautifully, beautifully done. Oh, he's posing for the camera now with the championship being secured. The cockiness is rising. We move on to our next matchup after the highlights and Matthews gloating in the ring. We have 8 ladies getting into the ring for this battle royal. They're all looking to see who can be seat number 2 in the tournament. Coming up for Queen of the Ring. Definitely screams old United States Championship. We move into our next matchup. Matthew James with a big win here as we pay out our prediction here. No prediction on the 8 ladies here because I just don't want to type out in their names. I'll be real. Isabella Gibson making her way to the ring for this matchup here. But howdy King Kai, thanks for the follow. Welcome to TWF, hosted by your host Tagged Up Tyler. We're an EFED that runs on Mondays and Thursdays. We're doing a little pay-per-view house show. And we decided that we need to go live tonight. This is a battle royal over the top rope matchup between 8 ladies here trying to get seat number 2 in our Queen of the Ring tournament coming up. We'll have to see who wants it the most in this over the top rope battle royal. As the former Miss Cactus just made her way to the ring. Emily Mortis makes her way to the ring. These ladies all looking for a chance to be seated very well in this tournament, so that way they are in the best options here, such as the March Madness tournament. You know, the highest rank faces the lowest rank, and so on. These ladies looking to get the second seat here in this battle royal for Monarchy Madness, our Queen of the Ring tournament and King of the Ring tournament. 2 tournaments hosted. One's for the men's division, one for the women's division, all in one night to crown the King and Queen of the Ring of TWF. As Emily Mortis fired up for this matchup here tonight. You know she's got to be excited for that big Monarchy Madness tournament coming up. Sandra San Martino, the one-time women's United States champion. Excuse me. Ugh. She's looking to get seated very well in this tournament to win the vacant women's championship here in TWF. Live at the Hammerstein Ballroom, though, they are gonna give it their all to be the best. As our next entrant making her way to the ring, none other than the one and only I believe this is CC Prism making her way to the ring. It is a hard-hitting, no-nonsense gal from GPW, hosted by Bubba Electric on Twitch TV. You should definitely give them a check out if you want to see some hard-hitting men and women going at it on the Summer of Route 66 tour they're doing right now. But she's made some time to stop in New York City for the Hammerstein Ballroom Bash here tonight. And our next entrant into this competition, Brittany Jones, looking to outshine her sister here. Her sister being Riley Jones, a two-time United States champion. You know, she's got to be hungry for that title win. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining this TWF In Your House show live from the Hammerstein Ballroom. TWF normally runs every Monday and Thursday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, right before Monday Night Raw. Sadie Adams looking to get a big win here tonight and solidify herself as a top contender once again for the Women's Championship in TWF. A big contender in 2K24. You know she's going to be wanting to get the job done here tonight in the 2K25 lineup. Another GPW roster map representative on talent exchange loan. Pistolaria, another hard-hitting, no-nonsense gal here, looking to get herself seated very well for an opportunity for that women's championship here at Monarchy Madness. Our next entrant here in this battle royal for the women's division. Who will it be? Lisa Quinn, the 8th entrant here in this battle royal. We'll have to see who's going to get the job done for this and see who's going to get entrant seat number 2 for that 16-person battle, for that 16-person tournament. A big moonsault by Sadie Adams onto Sandra Sammartino. Emily Mortis attacking Pistolaria. CC Prism down as Brittany Jones takes it right to Isabella Gibson. Over the top rope rules. If both feet hit the floor, you are eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. The leg sweep taking down Sadie Adams. Sandra Ricino and Brittany Jones facing each other. Quinn eliminating Gibson right away from this contest as she turns her attention to Pistolaria. Throwing a big forearm right to the back. Emily Mortis taking in her fight and frustrations out on Sadie Adams here. Emily Mortis with another beautifully executed lucha-styled move. The TWF has been inspired a lot by high flyers and lucha styling as of late. But we see Pistolaria trying to be eliminated by Prism. The GPW gang fighting each other, infighting amongst each other. I guess that's what it takes to have a great ranking for that women's championship. Quinn picking up Adams and slams her down on the mat. And Prism eliminates Pistolaria. You have 6 ladies left as 2 have been eliminated. 8 out of the 8 starting. We'll have to see what's going to happen here as these ladies keep fighting tooth and nail. Brittany Jones takes Sadie Adams and tries to throw her over the top rope. Try to eliminate her here. But gets out of it. These ladies fighting for a chance to be seated very well in the Monarchy Madness Queen of the Ring tournament. And Sadie Adams with a beautiful, just drops down. And doesn't quite get all of it on Brittany Jones. Sammartino out of this matchup. We're down to final 5 here. The reversal, that beautiful springboard offside moonsault into a final cut elbow. Mortis not looking good to Brittany Jones as Brittany Jones takes a leg drop to Brittany Jones does a leg drop to the knees. CC Prism takes the offense right to Jones though with a double leg takedown. Slamming down on, just slammed down brutally. Prism with the reversal. Riley Jones, what up? Your sister's in competition tonight. We haven't seen her in competition in a while. This is for who's in seat number 2 in the women's tournament coming up for Monarchy Madness, Queen of the Ring. I gotcha. I've just been calling the matches Bistro. The belly to back suplex. A super kick by Sadie Adams. Oh, Jesus. Brittany Jones just might have killed Emily Mortis. But Sadie Adams immediately... Oh, just takes a flapjack. Springboard outside moonsault. Beautifully executed by Riley Jones. Or Riley Jones's sister here, Brittany. As Lisa Quinn about to be eliminated. Second rope Phoenix splash, but Sadie Adams rolls out of the way. Lisa Quinn tried to be eliminated by CC Prism, as Prism trying to get the better seating here. A drop kick to the back of the head of Prism, and Quinn delivers a big elbow drop. A DDT on a Mortis by Lisa Quinn as Sadie Adams turns her attention to CC Prism. That rolling cutter by Adams. Devastating move as she turns her attention over to Mortis. Brittany Jones laying under the rope. These ladies fighting tooth and nail, all for seat number 2 of the Queen of the Ring tournament happening very soon here on TWFtv. Mortis trying to eliminate Quinn, trying to send her over the top rope and crashing down to those cold hard mats below, and she does. Both feet hit the floor. Prism being tossed over the top rope, but Mortis distracting Brittany Jones and hits her with a DDT. A drop kick to CC Prism by Adams as we are in our final 4. Going for a springboard senton, I guess. I don't know what Adams was going for. It didn't connect, that's all I know. Snake eyes by Mortis onto Sadie Adams. As Prism gets the elimination on Brittany Jones. Emily Mortis, CC Prism, and Sadie Adams, the last 3. These ladies fighting tooth and nail. Dab. As we see Adams fighting Prism off. Mortis, a bulldog to CC Prism as Sadie Adams watches onwards and takes a lariat by Mortis. Emily Mortis takes just a big punch to the back of the head. These ladies just fighting each other. A big kick right to the face of Emily Mortis. She might be out cold here. As Prism sends her over the top rope and eliminates her. A kick right to the head by Adams. Trying to sneak a win here. And she proves why she is one of the best to do it here. And why she's going to be seated where she's seated in the Queen of the Ring tournament. As we move on to our next match, these ladies just giving it their all, fighting tooth and nail for that seat.
Here is your winner,
Sadie Adams with a big return win finally to get the momentum moving in her side. Looking to chase after that women's title here at Monarchy Madness come very soon, I believe in 3 weeks. In this 8-woman battle royal. Brandon Galaxy versus El Fuego Loco up next. These two bitter rivals. El Fuego Loco made Brandon Galaxy shave his head in a match. El Fuego Loco does have Ultimo Outlaw following him here tonight, and Brandon Galaxy is going to be by himself. This is a best 2 out of 3 tables match, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get our prediction live. Who's destined to win the best 2 out of 3 tables match? Brandon Galaxy, or will it be El Fuego Loco? Prediction going live now. She wasn't supposed to win. I rigged it for a reason. Matthew saying it's rigged. Everything's rigged. The king of the galaxy, Brandon Galaxy, makes his way to the ring. He's looking to get a big win here tonight in this best 2 out of 3 matches falls match in tables contest. He kept that US title at what cost? Oh geez, oh my, is there some... Interesting. Sadie won the battle royal. Yeah, honestly. Ultimo Outlaw showing up here, and I feel like I've seen this guy before. But he's supporting El Fuego Loco. Cero en El Fuego Loco. It happens to the best of us, Tiffany James. It happens to the best of us. El Fuego Loco has caught Brandon Galaxy on the worst of nights, making him shave his head here in the TWF. These two having a best 2 out of 3 tables match here tonight. Maybe they might reignite that rivalry. El Fuego Loco not looking nonchalant, facing against one of his mortal enemies, Brandon Galaxy, calls himself the King of the Galaxy, but Ultimo Outlaw has joined him and he's right on his side, ladies and gentlemen. That leg twist. And another diving leg twist by Brandon Galaxy as El Fuego Loco trying his damnedest. Springboard dropkick, not successfully done here. These two know each other like the back of each other's hands. These guys can tell everything they're about to do, so it's hard to switch it up with each other. But that beautiful moonsault from the top rope springboard by El Fuego Loco here tonight, as he's white hot here against Brandon Galaxy. Ultimo Outlaw joining him. I feel like we've seen this man before. The table is set up on the outside as Ultimo Outlaw trying to distract Brandon Galaxy, removing that turnbuckle pad. A knee right to the face by Brandon Galaxy into El Fuego Loco, and his standing moonsault beautifully executed. Brandon Galaxy, a one-time world heavyweight champion and a 3-time junior heavyweight champion. He's also a 1-time television champion. These two. But El Fuego Loco in the TWF has no short list of accomplishments either. Also a 3-time junior heavyweight champion. He is also a 2-time United States champion. El Fuego Loco is also 2-0 in Lucha de Expresas matches, which is the betting match, putting on his mask on the line in a show of dignity and honor. As he drags Brandon Galaxy around. He might be trying to put him through the first table of the match. But Galaxy with the reversal able to save himself there, and a kick right to the abdomen. Another one. And this, just a big single leg takedown by the one and only El Fuego Loco. Cerro en El Fuego Loco as Brandon Galaxy grabbing that table now. Slides it into the ring. A springboard DDT. We got a close-up as El Fuego Loco. The crowd excited about the tables being brought in here for this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Throwing the big kicks here by Brandon Galaxy as El Fuego Loco takes a big German suplex, going right overhead. Table set up by Brandon Galaxy. Tries to send Loco into it. Will he get the first table spot here? He's grabbing the second table, ladies and gentlemen. He might be thinking ahead. He is. He looks to put El Fuego Loco through the table with a suplex. And that's the first one. He said the second one's already there. Look at it. El Fuego Loco getting put through a table here tonight. We've seen a flaming table spot here tonight. Not something I expected. An elbow spot. An elbow. El Fuego Loco bringing Brandon Galaxy back up and pulling him from the corner now. What's on the table? And he might put him through a table of his own. German suplex through that table is tied up. Who will be put through the final table here to win this match? Galaxy looks like he's out cold as the third and final table is being brought out for this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. The table is set up as Brandon Galaxy and El Fuego Loco doing battle now. That's the only way to win, is throwing your opponent through that third table. Who will be the one to do that? As we see El Fuego Loco thrown up against right up against that apron. Goes for a curb stomp, but El Fuego Loco catches him in a fire cutter, popping him up into the air, looking like something from WrestleMania. Brandon Galaxy might be knocked out cold from that cutter, but never mind, he's right back up. He said, but anyways. Diving single leg drop kick onto El Fuego Loco as he circles around the outside. These behemoths, these titans of the TWF fighting tooth and nail. A trash can lid has been produced and hits just might have grazed Loco, but Galaxy going back into the ring now. Might have some time to set up that table as Loco's pulling himself up. Oh, as Loco just gets lobbed with that table. It's being set up now. I think this might be the end of El Fuego Loco's time here. As Brandon Galaxy, a drop kick right to the head, but Loco rolling right to the outside. These two men have to put each other through a table. I thought that was going to be it and put a Loco through the table, but no. That diving DDT from the top rope. Brandon Galaxy putting on a masterclass here against El Fuego Loco. These two bitter rivals igniting an old flame, and I think Brandon Galaxy might get the win here. As he puts El Fuego Loco through the last table, ladies and gentlemen. 4 table spots in one show is crazy. A springboard takes him down. Driving him down, just killing him into the ground there. Ladies and gentlemen, TWF is just rolling on here. El Fuego Loco showing that he had some skills, but Brandon Galaxy proved that he had the skills to pay the bills tonight over El Fuego Loco. Galaxy with a big win here tonight over El Fuego Loco, one of his bitter rivals in the TWF. You know he's got to be excited, and he's going to be celebrating hard tonight. There's a lot of carnage, a lot of broken tables in the ring here for TWF. The crowd always chanting, "We want tables," and the TWF delivered. Message to all of y'all, you could run, but you can't hide because Brandon's got the whole Galaxy inside. And as we come to our main event, Malik Winters taking on Garrett Rogers, the leader of the Thunder World Order, with his World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, that's a question mark, not a slash. Or Garrett Rogers with the Thunder World Order, ladies and gentlemen, our main event match of the evening. You're right. Hey, you know what, Bistro? You know, sometimes you win, sometimes you get that, but sometimes you got to focus on just winning the match overall. As Garrett Rogers and Malik Winters getting ready to do battle for the first time ever here. Garrett Rogers said, Garrett Rogers, before the show started here tonight, said, he said, so the rumors are true. Malik is back from Japan. A little sightseeing, a few strong style slaps, maybe even learn some respect over there. But let me remind you of something. While you were bowing and doing your little dojo stretches, I've been here. I've been running the show. I've been main eventing, and I've been stacking bodies. And now, I'm still the man on top of the mountain. I'm the TWF's main highlight reel, along with the rest of the Thunder World Order. And the rest of you, and you think you just waltz back in here like you're still relevant? Nah, brother, you ain't walking into my locker room. This is the Rogers era now, and if you want a piece of it, I say lace up your boots and come prove you're more than just Japan's leftovers. That was something Garrett Rogers said to Malik Winters before we went on. That was recorded and aired as we went on air tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick taste, and Malik Winters has been fired up. These guys, the commissioner had to come separate them and said, hey, save it until the cameras are rolling, guys. This is a grudge match for the century. The Thunder World Order making their way out. Matthew James and Jacob Morrison, the United States and Pure Honor champion, welcoming the World Heavyweight Champion Garrett Rogers to the ring. The Thunderbolt of the TWF, the Tag Wrestling Federation, looking to get a big win over Malik Winters here tonight. But Malik Winters, after his stint in Japan, he said he's ready for this main event scene here in the TWF, and he's gonna take on Garrett Rogers in a non-title match here. Prediction live, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
You want to conquer the women's division? As Malik going for a quick pin on Garrett Rogers. These two got in a scuffle backstage, and we saw Garrett Rogers take a big spear from Nathan Hammerstone. The arm wringer taking Malik down, but Garrett Rogers not gonna stop here, as he's gonna keep putting all the power on that he can to take Malik down and show that he is truly the chop champion and the most dangerous man in the TWF. A beautiful Asai moonsault showing some of that lucha styling and Japanese styling. This is your main event for in your house here tonight. Garrett Rogers just working over the leg as we see Matthew James sliding in that sledgehammer, trying to keep the pressure applied. We see DeJounte, Malik's brother, cheering him on from ringside as Tyrus Fatu, his cousin, keeping a close eye on him, the visionary of the Golden City Visionaries, the wise man he calls himself, as Malik showing some brutal stylings here against the one and only Garrett Rogers. That big forearm right to the back of the head, trying to knock him out unconscious. These guys are fighting tooth and nail, looking. Oh, and a headbutt that might have hurt him a little bit, but he's okay. He's showing that he's a tough son of a bitch. Referee gonna let them fight it out as it's house show rules here, ladies and gentlemen. No disqualifications for our main event. We will have one fall to a finish or a submission. Yes, interesting move choice by Malik there, as he heads back into the ring now. He grabs that sledgehammer, and he might be trying to take some damage to Garrett Rogers, but Garrett Rogers with a forearm and a shot to the back of the head. Rogers busted open, but the taste of his own blood said it excites him and makes him believe that he's still human and that somebody could actually beat him. But Malik showing that he might not be human either. He might be some demigod. We see the Queen of Thunder cheering on Garrett Rogers in the TWO locker room. Brandon Galaxy's next mission is to conquer the women's division. A beautiful German suplex rolling through with it. Tries to get the hook on Garrett Rogers, but Rogers kicks out quickly. DeJounte cheering on his brother Malik on the outside as Malik does a springboard frog splash. He has the sledgehammer in his possession and right into the small back of Rogers, and that might have woken him up. But Rogers sends in that exposed turnbuckle. TWO might have done some damage to Rogers here. But Rogers getting up and not sure what he was going for there, but but a diving foot stomp is referee's distracted, so it doesn't even matter. Matthew James getting on the apron, gets off. Who could we rate after the show, Matthew? Jacob Morrison calling out Malik here, saying that he's not worth the salt that his gear's made out of. Dragon is live. The collar and elbow. The cover here, but the kick out. Malik firing on all cylinders, and he's stalking the prey Garrett Rogers, and he takes his head straight into the mat with that cutter. Turns him inside out. I think Garrett Rogers is counting stars, but even when he's like this, he might be concussed. He still knows enough. That ring generalship of Rogers. A buckshot lariat turning him inside out as Malik Winters showing why he's one of the best to ever do it. But Garrett Rogers sidesteps out of the way. Gotta look out for that Thunderbolt, the crossface, or the power bomb. Vicious moves all across the board. A super kick as Garrett Rogers goes up to the second rope. Oh, the Thunderbolt driver trying to stun Golden City, but a 1 count. Garrett Rogers trying to end this, but no. We see Malik able to get sidestep out of the way. A running forearm. Garrett Rogers might be knocked out cold, ladies and gentlemen. The attack that Malik and Golden City did to him earlier might have paid the price, as Rogers couldn't get the win here and he came up short. But these two put on an awesome back and forth match. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, what a main event for TWF's In Your House show. What a colossal ending as we are coming to our main event and seeing all these highlights. Malik just proving that he could defeat Garrett Rogers in a one-on-one matchup here. Garrett Rogers, though, showing a valiant fighting effort. These two men. And now we see Malik going for the cover that put away Rogers, the world champion. The world champion has to be shaking in his boot after Malik Winters gets a big win for the world championship. You know he's got to be hunting for that title now. You know that he's proven that he can beat the champion here tonight. What a main event matchup, ladies and gentlemen. We saw Alpha Academy take on the Golden City Visionaries, DeJounte Winters and Nathan Hammerstone, and they picked up a win here tonight. Tyler the Cactus picked up a win over Big Red Benson. Kennedy Ann and Amber did battle where Amber picked up a win here tonight. Tyrus fought 2 and Julia Winters did some tag team battles against Tiffany James and Matthew James. TWO did not take the win, and the Visionaries got the win here tonight. Rob Van Dam versus Dylan Storm, where Dylan Storm got the win and secured that he is the TWF television champion over RVD here tonight. We saw Blood in the Water challenge against Truth and Consequences for the TWF Tag Team Championships. Casey Hero and Jacob Morrison did battle for the Pure Honor Championship, where Jacob Morrison got the win here tonight. Truth and Consequences also won the tag team titles. Matthew James secured his United States title with TWO in his corner. And we saw Sadie Adams get a big win in this battle royal for our pretty close to our main event. And our semi-main event, Brandon Galaxy versus El Fuego Loco in a 2 out of 3 tables match. Let's go. Golden City looking positive. And Malik Winters getting a big win over the world's champion, Garrett Rogers. Thank you all for tuning in to TWF's In Your House, the house show. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Tagged Up Tyler. We're joining, get in the car. We're going to go right out. Let's see who's streaming right now. Walker's live. Any of the homies live? No. We could do Death Crow because I like Death Crow. Or let's go see what other EFEDs are open. Nah, Walker's the boy. Come on, we're gonna go say hi to Uncle Walker. Get in the car. Let's go say hi to Uncle Walker, boys and girls. Much love for everybody tuning into TWF. We'll probably be back playing some games very shortly. I just want to get off and cool off my house because it's fucking hot and make a sandwich. All right. Thank you, everybody. Love you. Bye.